Good afternoon, vlog. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday afternoon here. Woo! And I am filming in the car while it's moving. And this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm doing it with Emily. She's here. You just saw us at Fount Coffee in Morrisville. We just grabbed some lunch. And I worked on editing the vlog that is just before this one. But we were just there for a little bit, had lunch, did some work. And now we are actually going to go ahead and go to a place called the Durham Rescue Mission, which is basically a big thrift store. It's kind of like a warehouse thrift store. I've never been there before, but this is like an opportune time to go because we are looking for a bookshelf because the childhood bookshelves that I had in our living room got ruined by the flooding. So we're trying to replace those. Also just looking for any other home decor items. Like, what are we looking for? Ceiling lights, perhaps a mirror, anything else that maybe catches our eye, maybe a rug, because we need a new rug too. Antique wool rugs soak up a ton of water, so if you have any flooding in your house, a wool rug is handy to have, but unfortunately it got ruined. So we are doing that today. At the end, at the end of the last vlog, I mentioned that they had started doing the actual rebuild in our house. This morning we went to Home Depot and we got a new vanity for our bathroom, and we got a towel ring, just, you know, little things that you don't ever buy in your life probably, but now we are having to replace them. It feels like the light at the end of the tunnel is visible, and we're making moves to actually like turn our house back into a home. They are painting today, putting up drywall. We stopped by there after we went to Home Depot and brought the guys lunch, and it was just really nice to see paint on the walls and like white ceilings. It gives us like a lot of hope and a lot of like things to look forward to. So now we're like in a shopping mood to like nest back into our house. We're going to the Durham Rescue Mission, and I will take you along so you can see in there. And like I said, I've never been there before. I imagine it'll be overwhelming, but I do have my fingers crossed that we do find a bookshelf, just because that was like such a fixture in our living room. And big yawn. And they were, like I said, my childhood bookshelves, so it was sad to see them go. I would much rather buy something repurposed or secondhand to replace it with versus something new. I am like a Craigslist queen. I love scouring Craigslist for furniture, but I did not see anything that really caught my eye this time around. Hence why we are going to the Durham Rescue Mission now. I think for the rest of the day, we were going to go to Home Depot this evening, but we actually did it this morning, so I'm not sure what we will get up to. Probably relaxing. Maybe if I had to guess. I think this week will probably be pretty busy, so I'm not really sure what this vlog will look like. Tomorrow I have no idea what we have planned. I imagine things will start moving really quickly once the walls are done in the house. After walls, we do floors, we move all of our stuff back in, hopefully get back into our home within the next 7 days or so. We'll see how that goes, but I will try and show you what I can, but I don't know what it will be at this point. Every day is different, so we will just see what happens when we get there. I think we are about 5 minutes away from the Durham Rescue Mission, and I will just take you in and let you shop with us. I will see you in the next clip, and again, keep your fingers crossed that we find a bookshelf. Got all the dolls. Does this look familiar to you? Yes, I'm in my studio. We are not moved back into the house yet. We are just stopping here this morning to pick up a couple of things. The painting crew is downstairs, so if you hear any bumps or beeps or anything, that is them. So thankful for them being here on a Sunday. They literally are putting our lives back together for us. So I just stopped by the house this morning to grab a couple other things for my quilt that I'm working on. After yesterday and our failed mission to secure a bookshelf, I was feeling very defeated because that's just like the gamble you take with thrifting and buying secondhand. But I was just like so hell-bent on finding a shelf and didn't find anything even close to like what I was looking for. So I was just feeling like defeated at the end of the day. Alas, I think shopping is not in my future today, but I want to work on my art quilt. I do want to adjust some things to it. I'm just here getting some more fabrics to work on that today. Yeah, I thought I would check in while we're at the house, our lovely house. So yeah, that is kind of the update for this morning. Later today, we're going to go to the movies because it's like one of the things that we can easily do being out of our house and being displaced. So we're gonna go see Weapons later today, which is a new horror movie. I don't know a lot about it, but Emily keeps pestering me about seeing it. I trust her judgment. She loves horror movies like I do, so I think we're gonna go see that this afternoon. And then I just want to chill at the Airbnb, work on my quilt, read my book, get ready for the week ahead, etc., etc. I'm going to pick up some art supplies and sewing stuff here. So I will try and touch base with you before we go to the movie, just to give you an update on my quilt and where it's at. Like I said, when we were starting this quilt, my process of making art is that the art itself will go through many different phases and evolutions before we reach the final product. So that's just what's happening here. I will show you where I'm at once we get back to the Airbnb and I work a little bit, and then we'll just carry on with the rest of our Sunday. But yeah, let me grab my stuff and I will check in with you back in the next clip. Thanks so much. Bye. Hey guys, I'm gonna do my best to update you on the status of the quilt. This is where we're at right now. The lighting is so poor, so I apologize about that, but this is what she's looking like at the moment. She's very corner heavy in 2 spots. It is just the beginning, so we will see how this evolves as it goes on. You may be able to tell, no you can't tell. Well, here you go. You can see these stitches here. My little ram was initially here and then that didn't feel right, so I added this patch here of the same fabric and then these 2 mounds, and then I moved him over here. He just turned into like a little patch and I sewed him back onto the quilt background. So that's where he is sitting now. He needs eyeballs, as you can see, so I'll do that later today. Yeah, just a couple of abstract shapes here. I like how this patch adds a little bit of texture that you can see upon close inspection. We have our telephone here, and then these little colorful circles. And this is something I incorporate almost into all of my quilts. It's kind of become like a code, hidden meaning, you know, that kind of jam. That is where the quilt is at the moment. So that's a little quilt update. I've been working on that pretty much all morning. It's about 1 o'clock now. Our movie that we're gonna see is in about an hour and a half. So I think Emily and I are gonna go run around, check some stuff out, maybe just do some window shopping, nothing crazy, you know, spending time together, wasting time, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do that, see our film. I'll check in with you tomorrow and then we will go from there and see. So as I'm filming this, I think this is gonna be a more casual, just hang out with me vlog while I do a bunch of stuff during this last week of renovation and remodel. So that's all I know, which is not a lot, but it's enough probably. So, thanks for sticking with me. I will catch you tomorrow with some updates, hopefully on the house and the quilt, and we will touch base then. Okay, take care. See ya. maybe? Do you wipe out? Good morning vlog. The lighting is a little crazy in here, but I hope you can see me okay. I hope you enjoyed that little morning routine. I'm just checking in after that. So I just wanted to do a little morning routine for you while I'm in this routine, because in just a couple days we are supposed to be moving back into our house. I think I feel safe saying that, and like I don't have to like knock on wood or anything. I think it's actually happening. So yes, finally probably going to move back into the house, and I cannot wait. Painting finished yesterday. They finished a day early, so now the big install next is floors, and that's happening tomorrow. And they don't think they'll finish tomorrow, but I think we'll be able to move in Thursday. So like Thursday morning, I think we'll be able to move everything back in. It'll be a lot of unpacking. It'll be like moving into a new place all over again. Like it's just everything's in boxes. Everything is scattered about. I don't know where half my stuff is. And I really hate that feeling, but it's just part of the process. You have to embrace it. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm just ready to be done with this chapter and ready to be back in my home. I think Mercury in retrograde just ended too. So it just... the stars are aligning. It's time for this era of my life to be over, and it cannot come soon enough. Yeah, I just wanted to give a little ode to that morning routine for what it was and how it soon will be no longer. So thank goodness for that. Other than that, I don't have a ton to update on because it's just been me like biting my nails waiting for the next update on the house. I didn't do any reading last night. I did a lot of editing. Despite not doing any reading last night, I'm still really enjoying Blood on Her Tongue. It's a total like tribute to Dracula. I had no idea going into it, but like such a pleasant surprise, and what a nice little Kickstarter to get me through this last week of being displaced. I'm like utterly obsessed with it and the writing. I'm about a third of the way through it, so there's still quite a bit of story left, but things are starting to unfold now in a Dracula-esque vampire gothic way. So it's just great. Tonight, Emily and I are going to the house to move some of our stuff out of other rooms so they can get prep for floors tomorrow in the rest of the house. Basically, half of our first floor is empty, and then half of the first floor is just filled with stuff, so we need to like organize that and locate it somewhere else within the house. I'm not really sure what that will look like yet, but we are gonna do that today for prep for them for tomorrow. And then hopefully at the end of tomorrow, when I get home from work, the floor should be mostly in, and I cannot wait to show you. I can't wait to see it for the first time. For the next couple of weeks, I'll definitely be doing some nesting videos, and I'm excited to show you that. I hate that I have to nest all over again, but I do love to do it, so it's a double-edged sword. The house right now is definitely a blank slate, so I'm going to be able to add my little touches to it, and I can't wait to do that. That'll be really nice. As far as bookcase hunting has gone too, I think we finally found one. It is not secondhand, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. It's just how the cookie crumbled this time, but I do love it. And so I think we'll probably get that at the end of the week. And then we're also going to get Zippy again, probably this weekend. We just want our bedroom to be finished before she comes back, because that's where she hangs out and that's where she sleeps at night, and etc, etc. Like, that's her bedroom too. So we just want that to be finished before we let her back in. But I think we'll probably get her Saturday or Sunday, and I miss that girl so much. So I'm excited to see her and excited to have my family back together how it should be. I probably will check back in and just give you a glimpse of the house once it's like done for tomorrow, just to see where we're at, and it'll be like our first walkthrough too, so I'm excited to see that. I just like cannot wait. I feel like a kid before Christmas. Like, it's just, oh, it's almost over. And I just want to say thank you too for sticking with me through this ugly phase of my life. I am just editing the vlog that's going to go up before this one, where I let everybody know what's happening. Like, I haven't said anything on Instagram. I haven't said anything to other circles of friends. Basically, it's just the closest knit group that know what's going on. So it feels a little nerve-wracking, but you know, we're at the phase where we're moving back into the house now, so I feel comfortable sharing that. It's not as vulnerable as it was a month ago. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to go. I will check in with you tomorrow for the walkthrough with the house, and then I anticipate I might do some filming on Thursday when we're like moving back in and settling back in. I will see you then. Take care. Thank you. Okay, bye. I think I actually quite like filming in this spot. Oh, I got a little Mimi girl. You want to say hi? Oh, hi. Oh, maybe they can hear you purring on the camera. You purring? Oh, thanks, sweet girl. Okay, you go on. That's a good girl. Hey y'all, happy Friday. It is I. On a Friday, at the end of the week, still in my Airbnb. I have just uploaded the last vlog, and I was watching the tail end of it, and I was sitting in this exact same spot a week or so ago, saying at the end of next week, which is this week, we would hopefully be back in the house. And as you can see, I am not back in the house, and I have not touched base with you since Tuesday. And the reason we are not at the house yet is because housework is moving along, but we are not able to live there yet. Today, a lot should be happening. Floors are going down. We ripped up the old LVP. By we, I mean our angels that are working on our house. They ripped up the old LVP in the kitchen, and I'll put a little image here. This gorgeous, some would say ugly, but this gorgeous linoleum was underneath it, and my gosh, I wish it was in better shape, because I would 100% be just keeping that and letting that show through instead of covering it up again. But alas, we are covering it up with more LVP because it's not in great shape. It's just another nail in the coffin for this house for me. There are so many original finishes that we've unraveled throughout this process of demo and rebuild. Like, the bathroom off the kitchen was a mint green, so I'm just imagining, like, there's mint green tile in it, so I'm just imagining this like Art Deco bathroom with this like checkerboard kind of adjacent linoleum in the kitchen. My gosh, it must have been a dream. It absolutely must have been a dream. So yeah, uncovering things like that has been just one jab to the heart after another. So I think the tentative plan is there'll just be a couple extra days of progress until we can actually move in, which At this point, it's like, what's another couple of days? Impermanence, like I said in the last vlog too, has become very familiar for me. We're at the mercy of the house and the secrets that she reveals to us. So as they've been doing the rebuild, there's been a couple things that have like pushed things back. But I wanted to check in and let you know how things were going. So that's a house update. Otherwise, I've just been working and not making a lot of art and doing some reading. But I do have the day off today because I thought originally we were going to be moving in today, like back into the house today. Earlier this week I thought that, and I don't want to make things more complicated with my schedule, so I was like, whatever, I'm just going to take the PTO anyway and just debrief a little bit, have some time to myself, have some time with Emily. We're gonna go, I think, out for lunch after this and just lollygag around, bebop around to pass the time and then just to interact with the world around us. So that is the plan for today. I did do some quilting earlier today, which I didn't film. I probably should have, but I added some more pieces to my quilt top. But yeah, that's really the only thing that I've done today. It is almost noon-ish. It's about lunchtime and my tummy is grumbling. So like I said, we're gonna get lunch after this. And as far as plans for the weekend goes, I'm either going to be here or at our house moving stuff around and moving stuff back in. I will show you what I can of that. I can't promise that it'll be anything super exciting, but hopefully it will be something to show. I think this vlog is gonna be a 2-week vlog, meaning that I'm filming over the span of 2 weeks. I've been wanting to be on a more as close to real time as possible because now, up until now, I've been recording 1 week, editing the next week, and then uploading. So the footage is already 2 weeks old, and I feel like it's kind of confusing for me talking about stuff that's happened in the vlogs in the past while also like living in the present, but referencing things that have happened what I feel like is so long ago. So I'm trying to be more real time. So I think this footage I'll take for 2 weeks and then edit everything the same week that I'm filming it, editing while I'm filming it, and then uploading it at the end of the week, if that makes sense. I feel like if you make videos, that'll make sense. This also is nice because it doesn't put pressure on myself to make content right now. So like I have more time to make a full video, if that makes sense. So I don't need to just like do things to do things. By the time that this vlog is up, hopefully we will be back in the house and I can just resume my regularly scheduled programming. Ooh, I'm having deja vu because I literally was saying this exact same thing in the last vlog, but it just is the way the cookie crumbles. I'm at the mercy of everything else. I'm not in the driver's seat here. I just am along for the ride. So I'm trying to embrace it and do the best that I can to manage it. It does make things a little chaotic, and I feel like it makes the vlogs a little chaotic because my life is a little chaotic. It's just a reflection of the way things are right now. There's not much I can do about it. So I appreciate you being patient and just coming along this ride with me. I keep saying that in these vlogs and in this footage, but I really do mean it. Like, it's just a turbulent time for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to check in before I took any more clips for the rest of today and the weekend, and we will just keep on keeping on. I'll see you in the next clip. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Good morning. Welcome to the car again. This is 2 car ride segments in 1 vlog. Isn't that crazy? It is Saturday morning. We had a little bit of a late start. A late start for us is 11:30. We're out and about. Usually I feel like when we run errands, we're back home at this time. But we are in the current phase of getting some new stuff for the house. So I just want to take you along with me since this is like the majority of what we're doing today. We plan to go to Home Goods to look for some bathroom stuff, a mirror for the bathroom hopefully, and just all the things that Home Goods has to offer. Then we need to go to Home Depot, and I believe we're gonna look for a rug today, a rug for the living room. I have an idea of what I want, and I've picked one out online, but we're just gonna go see if there's any local businesses in Raleigh that have something comparable or similar. We stopped at the house last night and progress has been made. It looks great in there. I think I almost shed a tear just to see our house like pieced back together. They have most of the flooring done, but today they're kind of wrapping up, and then paint touch-ups need to happen, cleaning needs to happen, and then we can officially move back in. So it feels like we're on the home stretch. Yesterday after we got back from the house, we were like high on adrenaline, I think. Like neither of us could go to sleep until almost midnight because we were just like Googling and looking stuff up for inspiration for like decorating the house and whatever. Like it feels very realistic now that we'll be moving back into the house soon. So we're both just super excited. I'm not sure how long our errands will take today, so we'll see what else we get up to in the day. Yeah, just a lot of like shopping for stuff, which, you know, consumerism, take that with a grain of salt, but it's a necessary endeavor for us at this point because we lost a lot of stuff. We're gonna head to Home Goods now and then check out Home Depot and then carpet shop, rug shop. So that's the plan. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you when we're in store, and I will show you what we hopefully find. Hey y'all, good morning. It is I here to close out the vlog. This is not a drill. I'm in my house right now. Oh my god. So it's actually been about a week since I last filmed. We've been in the house for about a week now. I'm sorry I did not film sooner, but your girl, as soon as we moved in, I got extremely sick with like a horrible, gross sinus infection. So I was down and out for the first several days that we were here. But yes, we moved in last Wednesday, and I just turned on the light, so hopefully the lighting's a little better. But yes, we are back in the house. We've been here for about a week. It's been wonderful. I cannot even put words to describe how nice it has been to be back in our own home. The work is finished up. Everything's been painted, touched up. It's just a completely blank slate right now, as you can see. I feel like we got our life back to us after the summer has been robbed. Thank you so much for, again, sticking through this wild chapter, but hopefully now it is over since we're back in the house and we can resume normal programming. When I see white like this as an artist, I just see a blank canvas. So definitely a lot of nesting has been happening over the last week, but there is still so much to do. So I will be busy with that for sure. But I look forward to kind of hopping back to where we left off before this all happened in mid-July and just proceeding as normal. And yeah, I'm so excited to be back in the house and be back doing what I normally do. Aside from nesting, it's going to be a pretty busy month for September. It is my birthday in a week, so that should be fun. It should be good moving forward from here. But again, now that this chapter has basically closed, I really just want to say if you stuck through these last 3 vlogs, like, thank you so much. It's been a tumultuous time. It's not been normal. Nothing's normal. So I just really appreciate everyone who has stuck around. And if you're still watching the vlogs, thank you so much. And if you made it to the end of this video, like, it really just means the absolute world to me. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to move forward and get back in the swing of things, get back to my normal routines, and then move into the next season and carry on from there. So again, this is me signing off. I will talk to you very soon. I hope you take care wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.